Okay, that brings me back to the Commanders at number 7. I think that Dalton, I think it has to stop here. I think this that you can't get Sonny Styles past the Commanders without him being picked by Washington. I mean, like, we're surprised that he's even available at 7. I think Carnell Tate would have been a good fit here too. But I mean, I just like the sideline. The sideline. This guy's a physical freak. The commander of the Commanders defense. It's going to be right there making plays. I mean, these guys are on geriatric care right now, man. It's like, we got 80-year-old players out there on the Commanders defense running slow, need to have some youth in this team. I think Sonny Styles is a guy that's going to bring a lot of heat in a lot of different formations, can do a lot of different things. So it seems like somebody that Dan Quinn is going to love. I can't let him fall past 7. I got to go with Sonny Styles here with number 7 Commanders.
I get it. I think it fits right in. You talk about Styles and his athleticism. They signed Leo Chenal, who I absolutely love. I thought it was one of the best free agent signings in the entire offseason. You still have Frankie Louvu, who's kind of that hybrid player, linebacker and edge, depending on how you want to mess with the fronts. And Styles is just such a talented player here. I mean, it's hard to see him getting by 7. Certainly, if he got down there to number 10 to Cincinnati, I wouldn't let him get by there. Absolutely not. I mean, I think him and Reese both, there's a reason that Ohio State defense gave up, 8 points a game or whatever it was this past season. They had two linebackers who have top 5 NFL linebacker potential in them, right? It would not shock me one day if you see lists 3 years from now that go, oh, these are 2 of the top 5 linebackers in the league. Styles, former safety, can really run. The range is just outstanding. That's the word that keeps coming back to me is rangy, between the speed and the length, the places he can get to on a football field as a linebacker. Not many others can do it. So I think he would add a ton to the middle of that Commanders defense and a lot of athleticism that they need in coverage in particular.
I will say, as a bit of a disclaimer on my pick there, that if Carnell Tate is still available, if he didn't get picked by your Browns there at number 6, I think it's going to be really tempting for the Commanders, who have got their new offensive coordinator, David Blau, former quarterback, kind of brought in to develop Jaden Daniels. It's going to be really tempting to give him the number 1 wide receiver of this draft. If Tate's still on the board there at 7, I think that's the other pick that they're going to debate at who they can pick it at when they're on the clock again.
Oh, absolutely. It showed last year, especially when Terry McLaurin was hurt, that they were short on receiving options and they need another vertical threat like that. If Tate's on the board at 7, I think it's going to be under heavy consideration because regardless of anything else going on that team, you got to build it around Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels has proven he is good enough to take you a long, long way into the postseason. You keep surrounding him with weapons, especially if vertical weapons, as good a vertical passer as he is. I think he could take it even further, right? So I think that's the entire idea is just build this environment for Jaden Daniels to succeed in.